practice, what Bindu means here. The Bindu is literally the us, the me or I in the center of my being. Anything and everything starts from I. So when I see the world, I see because I am in the center, and this is how I perceive everything, understand everything. So Bindu is the center, and that center is me, I, in the middle of everything around me. Now, when we talk about this Upanishad, it's all about how do we meditate on this I. Now, again, the I does not mean I as a body or a person or as an individual. I here is simply the awareness of me existing, me being here, me being whole, me being present. So all of that in the present, in the center is the bindu. So every time when you hear the bindu or the center, that means literally the text, and I am referring to you as a center of your own being. Now, the verse we have taken so far is 3. So today we are going to take up the next verse, which talks about the mind and the bindu. When mind is away from the center of your being or the thought or the identity of your own self, it's restless. And we all know that when we put ourselves secondary and everyone else on the priority, the mind is restless. So here the Upanishad again reminds that when you put yourself secondary, the mind is restless. But when mind comes back on the bindu, it becomes steady, it becomes stable, it becomes whole again. But there is another state when the mind gets dissolved in Bindu, then it becomes the whole Brahman consciousness. So how in the practice these 3 stages looks like, that will continue today. Hope everybody is ready. Let's start with sitting comfortably, closing your eyes. Simply taking a moment to be here. Just to relax yourself, just to let go yourself in this very moment. Nothing to do, nothing to achieve, nothing to focus on. And if simply would like you to be aware of yourself, present here, sitting here. The moment you start to focus on yourself, the mind, the thoughts, and everything starts to withdraw from the world around. And you start to introvert, you start to focus within. Again, without changing anything within, simply be aware how it feels to be here in this present moment. Observing your
Dr. Neha, we lost your sound.
no sound at all.
I don't think it's the sound. I think we've lost her connection completely. She's been kicked out of the Zoom call.
I'm so sorry. Was I cut off?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, you were cut out.
Sorry, I just went on and on because my eyes were closed and I didn't realize the laptop was gone. If you all don't mind, do I continue on the phone? I know it will stay on.
Yeah.
So we'll start again. Yeah, we'll start
Yes.
again.
Yeah, start again because we lost you right from the beginning.
Okay, I'm very sorry. We'll restart again. Just a
You're
restart.
sounding very distant.
Is it any good?
Yes, very distant. You can't hear you clearly.
Okay. Am I any better?
No.
For us, it's okay. I don't know.
I
it's
think
fine.
you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Okay, I'll manage.
Okay, because I'm on my phone and very close to it and not using any other devices, so probably should be okay. I'll start recording and we'll start again. Sorry about the.
No problem. You're doing it
No
all for
problem.
us.
But Dr. Neha, that explanation for the first time round, do keep because it was so good. The one you recorded at the beginning.
I will do that again. I
Oh,
will.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, I will do everything again. Um, yeah, it's just I'm trying to find where is YouTube. Okay, sorry, I'm not good with technology at times.
You're still
Can
doing well.
Is everybody okay with the Bindu to understand? I know the first time when I introduced this concept, it was difficult to focus or understand. Is it getting comfortable?
It is, and what you said was very clear. So if anybody wants that repetition, it's always good.
Yes, because I still think what I'm getting from you, this Bindu, is just, as you said, there's no specific location or anything. It's just
Yeah.
an awareness of me existing. Yeah,
Exactly.
the self
Mhm.
within me existing. Is that right, Dr. Neha?
Yes, yes, exactly. When we try to think of Bindu, then we try to find a spot and we're trying to concentrate on that. But it's not something like Agya Chakra or chakra in the body or a place in your body or in mind. It's simply you being in the center is all Bindu is referred.
So
So
when you
yeah,
say you being in the center, it again, center is not a position. It's just me being alive. Yeah,
yes,
me being.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yes, center is so when we close our eyes, you literally find yourself, the presence of you being centered. That is all it means.
Okay. Yeah. You as in a self. Yeah, the Atma.
Yes, yes,
Mm,
yes.
okay.
And
Thank
so
you.
from that middle, from that center, and from yourself, let's say, you are watching everything, what I am instructing. So you become the center, and everything is around you then.
Okay, we'll try that. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's the word center that's confusing. If you leave center out and we do the rest, I think we're fine.
Yes, yes, that's also a good one. But then if how do I refer if I'm not saying center or because Bindu could be again confusing. So it's again just finding the word which you're not getting confused, but you're really just on yourself.
Yeah, the self, because you're asking us to be the witness, the sakshi.
Yes, yes. Advaita talks about Sakshi, Upanishads talk about Bindu. So it's just the terms they're using differently, but all are referring to the same point. So
Yeah.
Sakshi and
Okay.
Bindu is actually the same. It's an Advaita way of saying you're witnessing, you're Sakshi, you're watching, you're the one who is watching. And Bindu Upanishad refers, don't even bother to watch. You are that. So you are the center, you are the Bindu. It's just a different terminology to take you there to the same point, but they all are referring to the same. Okay, so recording is already on. I hope you'll find it helpful. All this conversation is also recorded. just to go back and visit and understand or contemplate. But let's start the practice. So I would request everybody just to start again, sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, allowing yourself simply to be here in the present moment. Nothing to be done, nothing to achieve, nothing to focus. When we're starting this very practice of meditation on the self, on the Bindu, on just being on your own, accepting, experiencing, and connecting with you as it is, without any modification or changes. It's time to let go, to do, to be, or to find anything. You are enough and you are here. And with that, when you start to observe yourself, taking a quick moment to observing with the body, making sure it's completely relaxed, it's ready to set the natural relaxation without you intervening or interfering, simply experiencing as the body takes over this relaxation. The muscle starts to loosen up on its own when the blood circulation or the flow of energy or the sensation all around the body start to set or reset on its own. While you are simply experiencing as it happens. As you expand your awareness from body to breath, closely connected to the bodily responses, but at the same time, breath has its own unique pattern, unique rhythm. Your inhalation and exhalation, breathing in and out, which follow its own unique natural rhythm. And at this point, again, without changing, interfering, you simply be part of this movement, of its rhythm. With each breath in and out, with each breath, which connects to its own rise and fall, you go along with it without restricting, diverting, or changing it. In between the rise and fall of the breath, you may also find a very short and very small pause or a point where you may experience there is no breath coming in or going out. You don't have to hold your breath. You don't have to make it happen to experience. It just happens. And the moment it just happens, you connect, you observe, you see the pause, which not only pause the breath, but the mind as well. In that very short pause, it's more like the world stops. Everything stops. But it goes on again. It moves again.
Come in.
You expanding your awareness to the mind.
Those guys that insurance, they said 8,000 to settle at 12,000.
Simply the mind as it is. The thoughts, the sound, the distraction, anything or everything that may appear or disappear. Without getting involved to analyze or to judge or to think about, just like the breath rise and fall, the mind also has its own pattern, its own rhythm. It always follows its own way to reach to the object or the things. But at this very moment, I would like you to simply be present, observing the natural flow of mind. In between the thoughts or its own objects, you always find a silence. So rather than focusing on the things mind follows or the thought that appears in the mind, I would like you to simply observe the silence in between. When you start to observe and connect with the silence in between, the thoughts will start to reduce on its own. Again, you don't need another object to focus the mind. Mind itself is good enough to focus. Let the thought come and go. But between all this coming and going of the thoughts and the another thought coming in, you will always find the silence. Be present in the silence. From this silence, you will connect with yourself, you being here. Nothing else matters. You are here. Whenever mind is away from the silence, from you, from your being, when it starts to connect with the world around, it's always restless. When the thought empowers the clutters, you know the mind and its restlessness, its anxiety, its worries. But when mind comes back on the center of your being, of you being here, on yourself, closer to you, start to focus on the self. It's steady, it's calm, like right now. Any time when the mind starts to be on the thoughts or get distracted, rather than pulling or pushing the thoughts away, simply reminding that I'm here. I am present and I am where I want to focus right now. And you will start to observe that mind will get back just on this awareness and will become steady again. The constant effort to be something else, to find something, to understand something, the constant effort to evolve, to be somewhere, all that effort, all that wanting, all that needs, where mind is constantly chasing, time that we let go here. This awareness of you being present, this awareness of you being here, you being in the center, the bindu of everything, where everything appears and disappears within you. There's nothing else you need because you are enough. You are whole. You are the consciousness, the very awareness from which the whole world arises and dissolves. And when mind starts to contemplate on this very center of you being here, of your presence, of you alone, all that rush, agitation, restlessness, or the worry starts to disappear. This very moment, this very presence right now with your mind and merging into the self is just the silence, it's just the peace and the calm which you will experience. This very quiet that's the state of mind when it's getting dissolved in the presence. And you are that. The whole world dissolves here into the oneness, and that one is just you. Everything appears from here as well. So from this complete dissolve, the mind dissolves in you, so the world, so all the experiences, and it starts to create again from the within, you alone. The way you wish, the way you may like. As you reconnect with the mind, but this time with a direction of your own, conscious choices of your own. Not controlling, but directing the mind, what you need and how you wish to achieve that. And doing so when you decide to connect the mind with the surroundings, with the people, with the thoughts, the rise and fall of energy starts to come into play. And you feel that through the breath, breathing in and out. But the flow of prana extends more than just the breath work. You can feel this rise and fall of energy all around you, within you, at different parts of the body. More like sensations, more like flow of energies. And when you expand your awareness to reconnect with body, energies, and very own experiences of your own, everything starts to connect as one again. This very oneness is the Bindu, is you. You are that, and you are enough. So as we decide to reconnect with the world around and to be very part of us in the world, just to focus, just to concentrate, just to observe, but remember, mind, whenever it's more closer to you, yourself, it'll be steady. The more it's away from you on the things which is not you or is not your happiness, it'll be restless. So without any tools and techniques, without any objects or the things to define, for the mind, for the meditation, for the journey ahead, you alone is required. As we all are getting ready to start our day, I would like you to take a slow but deep breath in, fully inhale and exhale slowly. Take a moment, again just to be present and just to be ready. Ready to be part of everything and anything that the day brings or our journeys ahead connect us to, but without leaving, without being away from the center, from the Bindu, from yourself, from the truth that you are that, you are whole, and you are enough. You alone matters because the world exists because of you. Very gently, when you feel ready, slowly to open your eyes looking down. Let's begin our day with this awareness.